and we tied. Does this game prove Dallas was justified in trading away Michael Parsons, or did the Cowboys make a massive mistake? Who shall we start this topic off with? We'll go ahead and start with Mookie.
Um, Jerry Jones is Jerry Jones. He's gonna feel every way to justify this trade. It still to me doesn't make sense because you trade away a generational edge rusher, but Jerry Jones. I mean, I can see how you feel this way, right? The reason why I can see how you feel this way is because he like number one, we just traded for, we just traded away Michael Parsons to go get uh, Clark, the Clark guy, right? And we have literally competed with one of the best teams in the NFC in the Packers, and we did that while being so amazing offensively, but defensively you look terrible. But you know, um, Jerry Jones is still delusional. I still don't get the notion of trading away Michael Parsons and you justify it because the game ended up in a tie. But we all know if the NFL would change the overtime rules, the Cowboys would have got beat as well, right? But Dak is having an amazing season. George Pickens is having an amazing season. But like I said there and said, y'all would have had an unbelievable chance of just getting better as a unit, as a ball club, if at the end of the day, y'all didn't just trade away Michael Parsons. You can't generational edge rushers don't grow on the trees. They just don't. You know what I'm saying? Even though Kenny Clark is very good and he's been having a very good season with the Cowboys and being able to stop the run, it's like you don't have that guy that's the leader in the transcender on defense. Trevon Diggs looked terrible. He got cooked throughout the whole game. They can't stop the run in whole. They can't really get the pressure. That's the reason why Cowboys have literally one of the worst defenses in the league. So Jerry Jones need to pipe down. Like I said there said, well, you didn't give Michael Parsons the contract that he deserved, right? You basically sat there and said, if someone have a historical Hall of Fame season, have an uprise of being one of the best players we ever seen, you're not going to get your money. You're not going to get paid. Jerry Jones a clown.
Do you
Jordan.
agree that Jerry Jones is a clown?
I mean, yeah, I said this when he got traded, and my opinion stays the same. Jerry Jones is a clown. I mean, the Packers defense did look pretty bad when we watched the game. I mean,
Right.
even Michael Parsons said it. He said, our group can't play like that. It's unacceptable. You put up 40 points, and it was a tie. But at the end of the day, the Cowboys, to me, they took the dub. You went into
Mm.
a game against the Packers that looked against the best team in the league, and you going against with a Cowboys team without CeeDee Lamb, and you have Dak Prescott go in there and look like a really good quarterback, elite tier quarterback, and he beat they beat the Packers defense. This is it's not a good look for the Packers. Um, but I would say the Cowboys got the win to me. But Jerry Jones is a clown. He should have never traded Michael Parsons.
And it's just like I don't understand to me at the end of the day what Jerry Jones coming for. Like this is just basically just confirmation bias for Jerry Jones at the end of the day. At the end of the day, bro, Jerry Jones should just understand that you're not getting anybody that's close to Michael Parsons, and your defense is not getting better. Well, the Cowboys is the 2024 Bengals. They have a great offense. They look outstanding offensively. I was more impressed with how good their offensive line really looked, right? How they neutralized Gary and how they neutralized Michael Parsons and the Packers defense, who a team that came into this game that had one of the top tier defenses. Cowboys dropped 40 of them easily, and they neutralized Rashawn Gary and they neutralized Michael Parsons as well, right? So I'm looking at the Packers, Jordan Kai. Y'all niggas might be frauds.
Bro, so wait, so look, so this is like the hypocrisy with the shit. Cause y'all niggas was telling me last week when I was saying shit that it's the season just started and we should give it a couple more weeks. But now off of one game, now the Packers are frauds.
One
Like,
game,
can we
what?
get
They
fucking
just
for
lost to the
Yes.
Browns.
Right. And they was in a
no,
dogfight
but
with
he's
one
talking
of
about
the
from the
worst.
he's talking about the Cowboys. You talking about from this
Yes,
Cowboys game? Like, no. Listen, this is my opinion on this. I think we're overreacting over this one game. I think we've seen the extreme of both sides in the Browns game and the Cowboys game. In the Browns game, the defense was locking shit down until the special team sold us, and then the offense was playing like ass. And in this Cowboys game, the offense is playing amazing, and the defense playing like ass. So I feel like the Packers, all we gotta do is sync that shit up. We need a game. I feel like if we just got Micah Parsons, we're not really meshing well. I feel like we need to keep our offense good and our defense good. And if we get the best of both sides, then we'll be the best team in the NFL. I'm not overreacting over one game. The one thing I do want to say though is they did really good on Micah Parsons. They were doubling him every game, but I watched the film. I watched every snap of Micah Parsons. They were holding that nigga on like half of them. And they're literally wrapping this shit around him. Like they got this nigga in a fucking full Nelson or some of them. They're literally holding this nigga fucking collar like shit. Like he was getting held, and they wasn't calling shit. But I mean, it wasn't Dallas, so I'm not really expecting that shit. But they were holding them. But the O line did really good though. The Cowboys O line was really good. King J, took your dick right now, up, bitch.
No, but what I'm saying this is that I don't think that the Cowboys at the end of the day shown you that they can be able to compete, or this is a sustained success of be able to compete long term. And at the end of the day, Jordan Kai, why you think that the Packers, it is a one-off thing? Like, bro, you look terrible against the Browns, and your defense looked horrible against the Cowboys as well. Right, y'all had one of the top tier defense. What are you talking about? Your cornerbacks got your cornerbacks.
How did the defense? How did our defense look against the Browns, Mookie? Come on, bro. How did our defense
look good against one of the worst offense in the league? Of course.
Okay, so I would expect our defense to look ass against one of the best offenses in the league. Nigga, you're cooked.
So hold on. Your Lions, y'all defense performed very great against the.
And look, and chat. This is hypocrisy.
Hold on. Listen, your defense performed very well against the Lions team, who was one of the best offenses in the game. Right, the Lions is killing it right now. So you talking about a Cowboys team who had way less support cast, who a Lions team who has a way better talent, right? Overall, your defense struggled. Your corners got cooked all game long. Your linebackers got cooked. George Pickens was finding gaps throughout your defense, and you want to sit here and think that your Packers is all good in the hood.
I'm telling you, listen. I'm telling you,
not winning y'all division. Y'all not better than the Lions, and at the end of the day, y'all are second round exits at best, brother.
Nigga, you're not being consistent because you said that our defense looked ass against the Cowboys good, but when I said that we fucking locked up the lines, we held them niggas like below 20. It's the first game week of the season, man. Shut that shit up, nigga. Our defense, we had one bad game. Our fucking secondary was getting cooked, and our D-line was getting strapped. And I just said they was holding Micah Parsons the whole time. It's a one-off game. I tell you, we got a bye week next week. And I guarantee you, all this shit y'all niggas talking about is dead. I'm not trying to hear that shit, nigga. We're the best team in the league. We fought. It was 2 games, bro. And you was speaking up earlier, nigga. Pipe down, because we getting Lamar, we cooking that nigga. So pipe down, nigga.
Bro, why you, bro? Hold on. We're talking about the Packers right now. And hold on, bro. You talking about we're overreacting. You're the same guy that looked at this Chiefs team after 2 weeks and said the dynasty's over.
Nigga,
you said they're not. Hold on.
Nigga.
You said this Chiefs team was about to miss the playoffs.
Nigga, they're 2-2.
How are you saying that I'm overreacting?
They're 2-2. Why are you acting like they're
Browns
fucking
beat the Packers? And then the next week they put up 40 points.
You wanna. They're 2-2. They balled out against the injured ass Ravens defense. I'm not trying to hear that shit, nigga.
What do you mean?
Okay, let's keep it on the.
All right. Okay, but I'm saying.
Let's get LB and Cruiser's viewpoint about that game as well.
Yeah, I mean, go ahead, Cruiser.
Go.
No, you got it. Yeah. All right, yeah, I was just gonna say, bro, I'm not impressed by the Packers at all. I don't think they're gonna win the division anymore. I think that the fact that they went up against his team, Jordan Love, he had good stats, but so did Caleb Williams. So this performance don't really move me in terms of against the Cowboys.
All right, bro.
And looking at the Lions, they struggled against them week 1, but they figured it out.
That shit up, bro.
Their offense is going now. I think your defense is overhyped. I mean, that's just where I'm at, bro. I had a lot of stock in the Packers, but I lost a little bit, bro. Like how y'all tie against the Cowboys, bro?
Bro, one game. One game.
Our best receiver as well.
Yeah, bro. Like we got to be real about y'all here.
Hey, I got to be honest, man. After game 1, like I was hyping up the Packers, and I'm not saying they ain't good, but I don't like what I've seen the last 2 weeks. I don't like the way they've been against the run game, and if you're watching them, you got to have a little pause of concern because there's no way Dallas. The second half, even I'm gonna tell you when the game changed after the script sack. After the boy got hit, the script sack. Okay, I can understand momentum change, but after that, I don't think they got to stop. I don't remember Dallas punting. You know what I mean? And Dallas didn't stop them. You know what I mean? So, but I don't know, man. Green Bay got tightened up on defense because that's what they looked the most dominant at the beginning of the season, the defense. We know the offense is going to be there. The offense is going to make plays. They got too many weapons not to make plays, but the defense got to help them out.
Absolutely. I think the Packers, to me, like their offense look good. I like the way that they scheme up their tight ends as well. Right, Jordan Love has been playing at unbelievable high levels to this year. He's been a top 5 in passing yards this year. But the thing about the Packers is the one thing that concerns me about the Packers is their corners. Right, we've seen that the Cowboys did a great job in being able to neutralize Rashawn Gary and Michael Parsons, and their corners got cooked. If they're not providing that instinct pressure, right, if they're not sitting there and dialing up blitzes, which Dak sat there and cooked throughout the whole entire game, right, their corners get exposed consistently, bro. And the Packers, at the end of the day, to me, is not a team where I can sit there and say, okay, if their offense is not clicking, what things do they got to be able to rely on, right? And their offense has to be clicking because that defense is very, very concerning. Real talk. So
I don't know. We seen 2 elite games on defense, and then we seen. I mean, bro, even the Browns game, we were strapping shit up. They just scored in the last 10 points.
Yeah, but that's the Browns, though. Like the Browns is not really.
Okay, so we seen. So that means out of 4 games, you only see them perform bad once. So why are we overreacting?
No, they perform.
Yeah, but it's the Browns, though. You're playing a Joe Flacco led.
Win. What's the second? Wait, besides the Cowboys, when was the defense ass?
Browns. Y'all should shut their trash ass out, bro.
Jordan,
wait. Listen,
you were favored 10 points against the Browns.
Bro, listen,
and you guys
that's
lost.
not the defense. Jordan Love threw an offense. He threw a fucking pick, and then our fucking kick got blocked.
I'm judging you guys.
Bro, they had 0 points. They had 0 points going into the last 6 minutes of the fourth quarter, and that was defense. Nigga, what are you talking about?
I'm judging you guys as a unit. You guys were not good against.
We're talking about the defense.
Yes, I watched the game.
We're talking about the defense. What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about the Packers as a team, and you guys look bad.
Nigga, I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. Nigga, we're talking about the defense. I just said.
Why are you deflect? It's okay for you to admit that your team is not playing well. You're deflecting.
I'm deflecting. Okay, listen. Like I was saying, we're talking about the defense. It's not deflecting. That's nigga. You took the conversation somewhere else. What I'm telling you is, we only seen the defense play like this. Is the first game they played ass. The Cowboys game, it was Jordan Love's fault, and it was the special teams. The Commanders game, we strapped that shit up. In Lions game, we strapped that shit up. So off of one game, our defense is ass now. What type of shit is that? Doesn't make sense.
No, but what we're saying is this: is that you face one. You face.
No, it's not. Shut up, nigga.
Hold on. Hey, bro. Jordan, chill out. What I'm saying this is that you face one high level offense this year that was literally rated according to PFF. You was praised one high level offense that were clicking throughout all ceilings, and that was the Dallas Cowboys.
The Lions are not high. They're not elite. The Lions aren't elite.
That was the first game of the season. The Lions had a lot of things that they got to work out within their offense. They adjust to a new coordinator.
And when I say that, we got to adjust to, I'm capping for the Packers. We got to adjust.
What? Y'all 3 to 4 game season in. Y'all three to 4 game season in. What are you talking about?
Bro, oh my God, I'm not trying to hear that shit, bro. We strapped the lines up, and we literally seen the next game they dropped like 50. What they dropped? 51.
I don't think y'all just strapped the line. I think part of the
reason we did.
But that's the thing. When teams start to sit there and like, you know what, we're going to pay attention, keying on Rashawn Gary and Michael Parsons, right? We seen that your pass rush was limited. Y'all run defense is very questionable as well, right? And on top of that, right, your corners are complete trash. Bro, the Packers this year, and I don't know if y'all know this, bro. The Packers is graded this season as the number 25th ranked according to PFF in pass coverage this year. They haven't been this good, bro. They haven't been that good this season. So like I said, I just can't take what the Packers do seriously until they show me that their defense can be dominant, even when the pass rush is not connecting, brother.
It's one game. What are you talking about? What do you mean show you consistent? We just seen it in week 1 and week 2. What are you talking about? Nigga, one game. Week 2, y'all played the Browns offense not moving. No, that was Commanders. We played the Commanders week 2.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. So what? No. Talk about the Commanders game. We strapped them. How much points did they score in that game?
How many?
Yeah.
No, the Commanders team.
We strapped that shit up. They scored like we strapped them up most of the game. They scored like a last second touchdown.
Bro, the Commanders' offense is not that good this season.
Oh my god, bro!
They're
How
not a
can?
good
What do we need
offense.
to do? What do we
They're
need
not
to
a good
do to
offense.
prove to y'all
You
niggas we
played
got
a
a good
good.
defense?
You played a good.
So Commanders
not
aren't
so
a good offense.
Not this year. No, they're not.
All right,
I'm sorry. They're not a good offense.
Oh,
They
we're
were.
not being
They
serious,
lost.
bro.
They lost Austin Eckler, and who was their consistent north to south runner? Who is their consistent north to south runner? They can consistently bend the defense, rush between.
Nigga, they lost him in that game. He played most of the game. What are you talking about?
On top of that,
Oh
they had
my
Debo
God,
Samuels,
bro.
and who else is after that? After Debo Samuels,
What are you talking about?
Oh boy,
they
hurt.
have deep. Absolutely, that's what I'm saying. They don't
What are
really
you talking
have
about?
anybody. I'm talking about the
So
Commanders.
wait, so Commanders don't have a good offense. So you just think the Commanders are ass then, huh? Because the defense is not.
No,
I mean,
I don't think they're
relatively,
a great.
they're kinda
I don't think they're a great offense.
Yeah.
So let me get this straight. Lions game, they were adjusting, so we don't get no credit, right?
Yeah, your defense played good against the Lions game, but I'm just sitting
Okay.
there saying.
But an elite offense, right?
You said what?
An elite offense.
Repeat again.
I said we strapped an elite offense. That's what I just said. Nigga, what you on for? Nigga, that's what it is.
They were elite offense coming to the season.
It didn't look like that because they played our defense. Panay Sewell was getting violated by Michael Parsons.
They were not no elite off, bro. Listen, the Lions have elite personnel, and I do think the Lions are a great or to elite offense. But that's the first game of the season. I can't measure a team off the first game of the goddamn season when they got a lot of things to adjust for. And yes, your defense did look good. Now, the problem,
Right,
and this
bro.
is why I've been sitting here saying, Jordan Kai, can your defense show you that if your pass rush is not connected, how well can the corners be able to stay glued towards defense? How well they can be able to play zones?
Bro,
and they haven't shown you that. They haven't shown you that. Y'all wrecked the game against the Lions. Y'all wrecked the game against Commanders. Y'all defense looked iffy, but y'all defense looked overall great against a terrible Browns offense. And then fourth, like when we're looking at against the Packers, against the Cowboys, they lighted y'all up. And we're not giving credit where credit due, but Dak has been damn good, bro. Dak is in MVP conversation. Shout out to Dak.
Dak been elite this year.
We've been. We know that Dak has been great. We know has been Dak.
Wait, real
and
quick,
the problem
real quick.
is,
you got it. What was you finna say? My fault. What was you finna say?
and Kuzma, I was gonna sit there and tell you this. Do you think Dak is better than Jordan Love?
Yeah, Dak. Man, listen.
Cruiser, shut that shit up. I'm not trying to hear that, bro. I'm not trying to. Cruiser, come on.
I just don't like him, bro. Bro? Dak Prescott ain't trash. If you can't.
Jordan Love's the better passer.
If you
was he a better passer yesterday?
Yeah, yes. He had a better game.
Was he making more clutch plays down the stretch? Is he making more tougher plays?
No, you just had don't smooth the goalpost. You said he had a better game. Jordan Love had a better. No, he's not.
Yes, he has.
Hey, listen, you want who's both a better passer or not a better passer in either one?
We're not gonna talk. We're not talking about.
Okay, nigga, that's what I thought. Like I was saying, bro, Jordan Love is a better passer and he's better outside the pocket, more elusive. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of the pocket, better accuracy, better deep ball, all that, bro. He's a better passer than nigga. I'm not trying to hear that shit.
So, Stage is a little bit indecisive about Jordan Love versus Dak Prescott. But we're gonna move the Dak Prescott thing. But we're gonna move on from that one. Speaking from an OT battle to a quarterback under the microscope, let's talk about Lamar Jackson. We just got done shitting on Jordan's team. Now it's time for Ioana to come to the stand. The Ravens dropped to 1-3 after losing to the Chiefs in what was Lamar Jackson's worst regular season game to date. He struggled with pocket presence, held the ball too long, and faltered in the fourth quarter. And to make matters worse, Lamar left with a hamstring injury, raising major concerns about the Baltimore season. Is this just one bad stretch, or do the Ravens need a major coaching shakeup to salvage their season?
Put on that cape, nigga. Put on that cape. No, you got it, bro.
I want Moogie to go first. I want to hear what he has to say.
Go ahead, LB.
I mean,
whoever.
So how come Lamar Jackson? How come he became injury prone all of a sudden? What's up with that? First, he had cramps against the Bills, and now he got hamstring problems.
Bro, that's not.
He's not.
Can we talk football? Wait, LB, can we just talk football though?
Can y'all let LB finish? Can y'all let LB finish? Go ahead.
I'm just asking y'all because y'all are the Lamar fans. I'm trying to get it straight from y'all. Since when is he injury prone, bro?
Bro, you're telling me because he got cramps now he's injury prone? What are you talking about? This is his first injury since 2022.
Any. Hey, here's the deal, Lamar. Do you know any other quarterbacks in the NFL leaving the game for cramps?
My brother, this is the first game. This is the first time Lamar's been injured since
We're not talking
2022.
football.
How is he
Bro.
injury prone? This is like actually the worst angle you could have taken and brought to this argument, bro. Give it, bro. Mookie, bro.
Yeah, that was some dumb shit. Like, come on, bro.
No, I'm getting to my point, bro.
Go ahead, LB.
I mean, Lamar's good. He's a top 5 quarterback in the league still, but he's responsible for his team being 1-3. He's just as responsible as the defense or as the coaching, bro. You can't be pointing blame at one person more than anybody else in this situation.
Why not? Why can't
LB, how do you see that with a straight face?
Because when you're the quarterback as a team, blame comes on you. When the Bills lose in the playoffs, the blame comes on Josh.
That's bot shit. We know football. We know not to go to narrative and dumb shit. We can actually look at
it's not narrative and dumb shit.
Identify why they're losing games. Nigga, yes, we were looking at nigga. This is the first bad game you had this season.
So
no, that's not. That's true. Hold on. LB.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Y'all got to understand what LB is saying, because y'all sit there and want to not give people their credit what credit due. LB is speaking facts. And the reason why LB is speaking facts is because Lamar Jackson has not had a good season this year. And the reason why Lamar Jackson haven't had a good season this year is because he is so hesitant on hitting throws and strides that he was doing all last year, right? He listened too much on the outside media. See, this is the thing where I don't understand with y'all, right? Y'all sit there and say, oh, yeah, why Lamar Jackson is not running the football? Why is Lamar Jackson not scrambling down the field? Why is Lamar Jackson not using his legs? Then when he uses his legs, right, he gets injured, right? So when I'm sitting there and looking at a guy, Lamar Jackson, y'all have literally made excuses for Lamar every single time instead of holding him to a standard of what a top 5 quarterback is, right? Y'all sat there and blame Joe Burrow on why his defense was terrible, how his O-line was historically one of the worst O-lines in the league, right? Y'all gave him blame. But we got to start giving Lamar Jackson blame. He hasn't played good. He was terrible in the second half against the Lions game, right? And then he was terrible against the Chiefs game. He couldn't process coverages. He couldn't read defense at a high level that you want to do. Lamar Jackson, part of the reason what was his peak last year is because this man, Lamar Jackson, was improving in the pocket as a passer, right? He was hitting crosses with stride. He was throwing the ball really well. His base on the throws was really improving. But now what we're seeing this year, we're seeing Lamar hesitant on throwing the football. We're seeing Lamar Jackson pump fake an open receiver 2 or 3 times, being able to save that perfect pass rate and taking bad sacks as well. And y'all want to sit there and talk about, oh my goodness, Lamar Jackson don't have a good O-line. The Baltimore Ravens is literally ranked top 7 in the league in pass blocking. They're top 4 in the league in run blocking as well. But you know what Lamar Jackson does to contribute to why people think that the Baltimore Ravens has a terrible O-line is that he holds the ball longer than anybody in the league. He's top 3 in the time to throw in the NFL. Only guys in front of him is Caleb Williams and Jalen Hurts and these other guys as well. So like I sit there and say, he's turned over the ball. He is not playing consistent that you want him to play. I say the one game that Lamar Jackson was great was the Bills game. He was great. The first half of the I think he was okay up and down against the Brown game. And then in the Lions game, he was great in the first half. In the second half, he was terrible. Lamar Jackson has not played to close to peak Lamar Jackson. And that's the thing. We got to sit there and hold him accountable. The man quit. He quit in that goddamn game. He didn't have he quit. That's the thing that you need to get to, bro. At the end of the day, it's about Ioana holding him accountable and sitting there saying that Joe Man hasn't been playing fucking good.
Ioana, can I ask you a question real quick? Ioana, can I ask you a question? You don't have to pull it up. Can you name the injuries that was on defense against that y'all had against the Chiefs? Like how many injuries y'all had?
What does that do about Lamar Jackson?
No. I just want him to read it out.
I don't have off the top of my head, but I can tell you Travis Jones got hurt, Marlon Humphrey got hurt, Nate Wiggins got hurt, Ronnie Stanley got hurt. He's on the offensive line. Matt Abike is out for the season now. Like this is, and there's a lot. I think there was like 10 total injuries, bro. we're not just gonna sit here and blame Lamar Jackson. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna blame Lamar Jackson for this loss again. Did
So
Lamar
who you
Jackson?
Whoa,
Hold on.
You wanna, I was on your side. I was on your side.
Bro.
I was on your side,
Y'all not letting me talk, bro. Let me finish.
I was on your side, bro.
Look, let me finish, bro. Lamar Jackson did not have a good game. All right, fine. I agree. He was very poor. If you guys watch the film, Lamar Jackson looked horrible. I would say it up front. All right, but Lamar Jackson is the least of my worries when it comes to a Baltimore Ravens fan, bro. You have a defense that has again allowed 30 plus points, bro. You allowed Patrick Mahomes to get 4 touchdowns. He has not done that in 2 seasons. This Ravens defense is not good. The Ravens O-line is not good. I don't know why he's lying. The Ravens offensive line was horrible. I don't know if you watch the film. The offensive line is literally terrible. Voorhees needs to get out of there. Faalele needs to get out of there. All I said this entire offseason was I want to draft offensive lineman. I saw when Lamar Jackson was good was when he had a good offensive line.
Listen,
in 2019, he had a top offensive line. Last year, he had a decent offensive line, and those were his 2 best years. Lamar Jackson is good with a good offensive line. This year, the offensive line is not good. I don't know where you're getting the top 3 in run blocking. Bro, you're not watching the games. You're not watching the games if you're saying his offensive line is bad.
That offensive line is not bad.
Yes, it is. The offensive line is terrible.
Time out. That's the narrative what these Baltimore Ravens fans is trying to do. And this is why we just can't do that. Y'all Baltimore Ravens fans are trying to act like he's having Joe Burrow type of offensive line, and that is not the case. That is not the case.
But his offensive line
is not having a Joe Burrow offensive line. That is just a lie. This man, Lamar Jackson, has a graded top 7 and 8 offense, pass blocking offense in the game. Yes,
Lamar
he does.
Jackson this
but
year,
my point
his
is to sit there and say,
is bottom,
it's not
bottom
it's not,
5 in the league.
It's not. No, it's not. It's not a bottom 5 offensive line in the league.
If you watch the games, it's a bottom 5.
Hold on. Let me go. Hold on. Let me go ask him a question because I hate when people sit there and lie. Is this offensive line worse than the Bengals?
No.
Is it worse than the Giants?
No.
Is it worse than the Browns?
What? Yes, it's worse than the Browns. What are you talking about?
No, it's not. What the fuck?
Yes, it's worse than the Browns. Bro, what are you even talking about? Bro, yes, you could have brought any other team.
Name me a pass blocker that is better than Ronnie Staley on the fucking Browns right now.
Bro, I'm telling you, as a unit,
name me a pass blocker that is. Ronnie Staley is literally one of the best pass blockers in the game, bro.
It's a 5-man unit, Moogie.
Hold on.
Daniel Faalele is worse than any offensive lineman on the Browns.
Is this offensive line better? Is this offensive line better than the Cowboys?
What are you talking about? No, they're not better than the Cowboys.
No, I said, is it worse than the Cowboys? Yes or no?
Yes, it's worse than the Cowboys. The Cowboys have one of the best offensive lines in the league. Hold on.
The Cowboys got the worst pass blocking in the fucking league.
According to what?
According to PFF, they pass blocking is graded 34.0.
Have you watched the film? Have you actually watched the game?
What I'm watching for Lamar Jackson is that he's holding the ball too long. I am seeing Lamar Jackson on a 3-step drop back have guys that are literally open, and he just holding the ball too long. Okay, so obviously, when you hold the ball too long, hold on, stop cutting me off. When you holding the ball too long, you putting stress on a whole entire offensive line because you're holding the ball too long. You're taught in a 3-step drop back, the ball should be out of your hands. So when you hold the ball a half a second or closer, then that puts stress on the offensive line. Offensive line is not going to hold up 3 to 4 seconds within the pass block because guys are just too athletic, too good nowadays, brother. So that's why I sat here and said it's just like this narrative that the offensive line is terrible, and y'all Ravens trying to make it seem like that is just as worse as the bottom tier in the league. That is just a lie. The Saints offensive line is worse. There's the Cowboys offensive line is worse. The Patriots offensive line is worse.
You're not watching the games, but it's not. And then it's just not even the offense. It's not even just the offensive line. It's the defense too. It's the coaching too. Like, it's so many things other than Lamar Jackson that's wrong with this team. I've been saying the same thing for 4 weeks. There are other parts of this team that need to be addressed. And guess what? Lamar Jackson's not playing next week. So you guys are going to see yourself. You know what else you guys are going to see? I heard all offseason, Derrick Henry is the most important part of this offense. Derrick Henry is the reason why the Ravens are winning games. We're going to see how good that Derrick Henry does when Lamar Jackson's on the field. We're going to see how well Derrick Henry does when they stack the box, 8 guys in the box, every single drive. We're going to see how good Derrick Henry does and how well the Ravens does against the Texas defense with Lamar Jackson off the field.
I want to let y'all know, by the way, Baltimore has 2 niggas in the league today, right? I'm gonna make sure this is updated too as well. This is all through 4 games, just to let you know, because this narrative is, oh yeah, they have a terrible offensive line. Ronnie Staley is rated 96% on pass block win rate, right? He wins 69 out of the 72
Ronnie
plays
Staley
that he
didn't play
won.
last game, right?
You
know that, right?
On top of that, Roger Rosegarden for the Baltimore Ravens as well is 95% on pass block win rate.
Roger Rosegarden is not playing well. He is not playing well. If you watch the film, you would know that.
Roger Rosegarden has played very well with the Baltimore Ravens.
He's
a 95%.
Don't watch the film.
Listen,
you have no proof.
Mookie, real quick.
Y'all try to make. Well, hold on.
I watched it on film. The film is my proof.
Hold on. This man is trying to create a narrative.
It's not a narrative.
That Lamar Jackson. No. You're trying to create a narrative that Lamar Jackson has some worst O-line in the league. Number one, he's holding the ball. He's holding the ball too long. When you hold the ball too long, that's terrible. Lamar Jackson's top of the league and time to throw for a quarter.
That's false. That's a lie. He's not. Don't lie on this podcast. He's not lying. He's not first in time to throw in the league.
Yes, he is. Hold on, Maria. Hold on, Maria. Because what we're not going to do is sit there and have somebody call me a liar. So I'm going to sit there and pull up proof while Lamar Jackson is number 2 in the league with Caleb Williams, top in the league and pass block win rate. We're not going to sit there and lie. According to PFF, and I'm going to show this right now. This is time in the pocket. Now I'm going to give you the keys. I'm putting that all right. So all right here is the average time to throw on a drop back with a pass attempt, right? Caleb Williams is number 1 at 3.26. This is very updated. It's updated to the whole season. Lamar Jackson is second in the league with the most time to throw. So that means that Lamar Jackson is holding on the ball the second most out of any quarterback. I don't have to lie. These are just facts. I'm not making things up. Sit here and high on they hate on Lamar. He's second in the league behind Caleb Williams in the time to throw in the pocket.
Scroll up real quick. All right, what's like the minimum? Minimum 50% off.
Minimum of 50% of the 120. So that's half the dropbacks. That's half the dropbacks in the league, and he's second in the league. So, like I said, I don't have to lie. Lamar Jackson's holding the ball too long.
But you have to also understand. You also have to understand that because of his play style, he's gonna extend plays. Obviously, when you extend plays, you're gonna hold the ball too long. I'm not saying that on every drop back he should be holding the ball 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that the offensive line, if you're watching the tape, they're not playing good. That's just a fact. You can't just look at the PFF grade and say, Roger Rosegarden is playing good. Bro. He's not playing well.
You have no facts on it though. Like that's just not facts. Like
you want me to bring proof? You want me to bring tape?
Okay,
next time you want me to bring tape next time if you want me to. I have proof. They're not playing well. That's the truth.
Let's let Jordan and Cruiser, because Jordan really been trying to get in on the
Yes, bro. Yes, Mooks. That nigga see one Lamar fucking bad game and just gonna start popping his shit. But look, like I was saying, the only thing I'm gonna say is like, and move. All right, pipe down.
Shut up, LB.
Am I wrong?
Yes,
yo,
you
bro,
are.
you shut up. Yo, LB, you shut up.
Yeah,
Let me talk, bro.
lying,
You
bro.
shut up.
Lying.
Pipe down, nigga. Damn. All right, listen. Like I was saying though, bro, and Mook, I know you because you're being disingenuous right now. I know for a fact before you've seen a stat, and then when you watch the film, it shows something different. Because we all know multiple things come into account with all these stats and shit. Like it's not like in basketball, it's like let's say like points per game or like how a team averages point per game. That's like an objective fact. But like with the like especially online rankings, that shit is so subjective because like I mean like getting past online. I mean there's so much different things that go into it, and you don't even know the formula, even how they calculate that shit. So like I'm saying is like, bro, they can say that the O-line isn't that bad, but when you actually look at the film, especially this last game, bro, he wouldn't even be done with his drop back, and he already had niggas straight in his face, bro. Like the O line, especially this last game, the O line is fucking. It was the O line is ass. It is for sure bottom 5 in the league, bro, for sure.
The Ravens. I want to let y'all know the Ravens this year is if you look at pass block win rate, they're
yo, bro. Do you not listen to what I just said, bro? Do you not listen to what I just said? Can we watch the film?
No, I watched the film.
No, you didn't. You nigga.
Yes, I did. How you gonna tell me I watched the film?
You watched the film.
Time out. This the problem with y'all. See, film is subjective. I don't know what you're watching, and we're not. And this is a podcast where it's
film is subjective. That's what you just said.
I mean, it's actually true. That's true.
That is basically true because I don't know what you're seeing, and you might think that this is a good play, and I might think it's a wrong play. But we have to both be in the film room to basically judge what you're actually seeing, and then we can be able to debate it on the thing as well. But we can't. We don't have. We'll be here all day being able to do that. I'm gonna just say this, and I'm gonna go to Cruiser. My point is to sit there and say is that when I make a claim, I have film and I have stats to back it up, right? When I watch Lamar Jackson, I see that he has a clean pocket on a 3-step drop back. And his eternal clock is not fast enough to be able to get to progression 1 and progression 2 quickly. So when Lamar Jackson on a 3-step drop back holds the ball maybe a half second, right? Or maybe 3 to 4 seconds, that's when pressure comes. So you probably look on film and sit there and say, oh, yeah, pressures come because Lamar Jackson can't see things down the field or he's not quick enough to get through reads, and that makes his offensive lines bad. And what does Lamar Jackson do? He has a tendency of being able to drift backwards and just throwing up inaccurate passes as well, or bailing sideways lead to inaccurate passes and inaccurate reads down the field. And that's when he had that interception that Clough picked off in the game as well, because he drifted backwards, bailing sideways, and just throwing the ball up instead of just going through your quick shots, just to be able to stay in the pocket tall and be able to get through it and go through progressions quickly. That's the problem that I'm seeing on film with Lamar. But this narrative, y'all sitting there saying that he has a terrible O-line, and that's the reason why he's playing bad, that is a complete lie. Go ahead, Chris.
Listen, now I agree with that. Now listen, listen. The O-line, he got one of the best O-lines in the league. They can run the ball. They got good pass. Just that, listen, versus them, it's the game plan. It's their game plan versus them. Lamar got to take responsibility. It's like when every game, if you say the playoffs or if it's a big-time game, Lamar got to get away from making a mistake. He ain't made mistakes all year, but if for some reason when he played the Chiefs, he make a mistake. That was a dumb interception. That he fumbled the ball, I think. Bro, and whenever they put Jones in the middle and don't leave him outside, that's why they struggle. That's their game plan. They leave Jones in the middle so he can't step up in the pocket. Most quarterbacks with modern boys, they don't want to step up in that pocket. So they drift back, and then you think the tackle's giving it up, but if you drop back 10 yards, how you expect the tackle? That's the point. You get to your drop and you climb up. That's why they give up a lot of sacks, because you drifted further and further back. Now you're giving the defensive line a chance to get around the edges. It ain't the line fault, it's the quarterback fault. He ain't stepping up in the pocket. When they look at film together, right, I guarantee the coach will say, Lamar, you got to step up. That the coach going to tell that lineman, everybody get a grade. Every lineman get a grade. That ain't your sack. Well, that was your sack right there. A lot of sacks be from the quarterbacks, y'all. Step your butt up in that pocket, but he can't because Jones dominate the middle every time they play him. That's why, watch every time he play the Chiefs. Jones dominate the middle every time.
Right. I agree. And I can tell that Cruiser watched the film because he see the same shit that I see. I see this man drifting back. I see this man not quickly going through reads. They're playing cover 4 defense player, cover corners coverage. You got Diggs running a post sit. I mean, you got Hopkins running a post sit. You got Zay running a slot fade and 2 in breaking routes, right? 3-by-1 formation, right? Lamar didn't like what he see by the 3-by-1 formation. So he went to the left side of the field, and he just not hitting that. And he just stepped up in the pocket, took sacks. Lamar Jackson, he will even tell you that he's not playing well. Like, he's not playing well. And that's the thing about the Baltimore Ravens. Another thing for them as a team overall, I'm not really too concerned about the Ravens defense to me. Like, I think that they always started bad throughout these last couple of games of the season. Never this bad, but that could be context because the Ravens had a tough schedule to start of the season.
How many points are they aren't they letting up the most points in the league by like far?
I think
every team has like a minimum of like 35 points.
Okay, who have they gone against, bro? Let's think about this shit logically.
No, that's why I'm about to get to too. Like the Ravens, I think the Baltimore Ravens is last in the league in the most points given up, right? But what I would say, there's context that has to be applied. You're going against the elite offense in the Detroit Lions. You're going against the
now the Lions are elite offense. Man, fuck that shit, bro.
You're going against the Kansas City Chiefs.
But y'all know, but you said the Chiefs wasn't an elite offense either.
Okay, they're not.
Y'all was saying the Chiefs was going to be 0-2. Y'all said the Chiefs were going to miss the playoffs.
I know.
I never said that shit.
I understand. I understand that, right? But they're going against Andy Reid and Mahomes' scheme Chiefs. And let's be honest, who did the Chiefs went and go get back, right? They went to go get back Xavier Worthy, which makes a huge difference within their offense. My judgment of the Chiefs was basically crucifying them of the talent they have now. I didn't know Xavier Worthy would be back this early, but he looks damn good, and that offense looked very good, and Mahomes looked very outstanding against Lamar, right? Another thing too as well is that they went against the Cleveland Browns. They went against the Buffalo Bills, who's also an elite offense. Well, they went against very, very dominant teams that started this.
Well, the problem with that is that they were the favorite to win the Super Bowl going into the season. They cannot start off the season 1-3 on three Super Bowl level teams.
Do you judge this? Do you judge the season off of 4 games being played in the NFL?
I never do that. I think I'm the one that does that the least.
You don't think hold on. You don't think that they can be able to change the narrative in a way where their competition. That's why I'm not worried about the Ravens being 1-3, because if you look at the Baltimore Ravens schedule, their schedule is not that concerning. Like, y'all division is wide the fuck open, right? The Bengals is out of it, the Browns is out of it, and then the Steelers, that's the only team that you're going to be able to compete against. But outside of that, your division is wide open, and on top of that, your schedule looked very, very favorable down the stretch of the season. So
the Ravens are 1-3 right now. They're going to play the Texans without the Lamar.
They're 1-3.
Hold on. Let me finish.
They're 1-3 against.
They're going to play the Texans
teams
without Lamar. They're gonna play the Texans. That's a game that the sportsbooks don't think so. That could be 1-4. You're playing the Rams. That's an automatic L without Lamar. So you're going into the bye week. You could be 1-5 going into the bye week. How many more games can you lose after that? That's where I'm concerned.
They got to play.
And then you have issues on the defense. You have issues on the coaching staff. How long is it gonna take before those issues get fixed? That's what I'm concerned about. You can't just expect these issues to get fixed. And then how long is Lamar going to be hurt?
It's not even issues. It's that you're going against dominant teams. If you look at the Ravens schedule, 3 of their teams that they played were great offenses.
Did you expect them to lose all 3 of those games though? That's my point. You can't lose. Yeah, but no.
It's not about expecting them to win or lose. It's that they're going against teams that made deep postseason runs and teams that are playoff contending teams. And you're acting like the Ravens are not competing against these teams. All those games was one score. And they didn't compete against Chiefs because Lamar Jackson had one of his worst regular season games ever in his career. So when Lamar Jackson is playing somewhat decent and playing well, you're in these games. But even if you sit there saying that, oh yeah, Lamar Jackson has to the narrative that he has to go overcome a terrible defense and overcome a terrible O-line. Well, we've seen Joe Burrow did it, and he led his team to a winning record throughout the whole totality of the season. And on top of that, he didn't have nowhere near as bad. Lamar didn't have nowhere near as bad the O-line that Joe Burrow had and the defense that Joe Burrow had. So we're asking Lamar Jackson, can you play at the level that we thought that you were going to play at last year? Everybody thought Lamar was going to win the MVP. Everybody thought Lamar was going to be dominant. And these games, especially in the losses that came to one score mental errors, going in 3 and out against the Bills and losing that game.
I hate when you do it. I hate when you say that. Against the Lions. I hate when you say he went 3 and out and that's his fault.
Can you stop cutting me off? Against the Lions, didn't perform really well in the second half of the game. Didn't make enough plays, fumbled the football as well. And then the Chiefs had one of his worst games. I can sit there and say, because you Lamar fans don't want to do it. You don't want to do it in the postseason. I have sat there and asked this question. If Lamar Jackson would play great and play like Lamar that he did last year, you would have beat the Lions and you'd have beat the Chiefs. And if he would have did that in the postseason, you'd have probably had a couple rings on your fingers. But the problem is y'all don't want to sit there and give Lamar Jackson no blame whatsoever. Y'all don't want to sit there and say that the mental errors that he has in big games is the reason why he can't overcome and beat Josh Allen. It's the reason why he can't overcome and beat Patrick Mahomes. It's the reason why he can't overcome with a historical offense and a historical defense get to the fucking Super Bowl. But y'all want to sit there and create narratives that this man is losing because of this situation, that situation. There's players that have worse situations and be able to make that shit work the fuck out. So Lamar Jackson, get that shit done. No excuses, brother.
Okay. We got to end it off right there because we do have to move on from Lamar Jackson. But from one, oh my God. Speaking of concerns, let's talk about another quarterback who's starting to look shaky. The Chargers came in as massive favorites against the Giants, but looked nothing like contenders. Justin Herbert threw 2 costly interceptions and the offense stalled, while the defense allowed Daniel Jones to torch them with multiple scores. Are the Chargers truly overrated, or was this just a fluke performance that they'll bounce back from?
They gonna bounce back. That was everybody had one of them games. That one of them picks won his fault though. That was a tip ball. One of them picks won his fault. You know what I mean? Everybody gonna have a game like this every year in the NBA. I mean NFL. I mean, we just seen Packers go through it. You gonna have every team gonna play a team that you don't think they're supposed to beat. They gonna win. Giants had that momentum coming in. Jackson Dart came with that swag and he lit a fuse underneath that team. And I think you as a human being, you playing a rookie like we got this. No, that boy came to play. And you know what I mean? It changed the tide. So I consider one of those picks not his fault because when they get tipped, I don't give them to the quarterback. You know what I mean? So there's nothing you can do about that. But I think that was just one of them games.
Games. Jordan, do you agree that it was just one of those games?
Yeah, I don't think this game is anything to really stress about if you're a Chargers fan. I think Herbert. I mean he's been having a really good regular season. I feel like he's had one off game. I don't think there's anything to really write home about.
LB?
Yeah, I thought that the Chargers disappointed me. I thought they were a good team, but they came out here looking like ass. And I got to give credit to Jackson Dart. I didn't think he should have started at the start of the season. I really thought it should have been Russell, but that didn't give him a chance since Wilson been asked. So I mean, damn, he came out there. He didn't have an amazing game, but he took care of business and he won. So shout out to him, bro. But I still think the Chargers are a top 5 team. I'm really not worried about them. I don't know. That's where I'm at, bro. I want to see what the Chargers can do because I feel like they can win the division. They better win the division.
And you wanna?
Yeah. I mean, Chargers, they didn't look good. Obviously, you can't be playing like that against the Giants. But again, it's the first loss of the year. I'm sure they're gonna bounce back. Omar Hampton looked great. You got some positives in there. I don't know. I think Joel has a high ankle sprain, so you don't want to see that. There's a lot of injuries this week in the NFL, but you don't want to see your 2 tackles go down. It's not a good look. But I think they'll be good overall. I think they still have a chance to win the division.
And Joe Alt, before he got injured, he was playing really good.
I think Justin Herbert looked the worst I've seen him play
all season. Yeah,
he was terrible tonight. He was not good. But I do think that there's a lot of concerns about the Chargers, and the Chargers are going to Charger. They don't have a good O-line, and Joe Alt and Rashawn Slater is hurt again. I'm impressed with Marion Hampton though, but
all right.
Okay. Did he just go out or did he finish?
Do y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm impressed with Marion Hampton, but Justin Herbert was just he was phased. He was just terrible under pressure throughout the whole game. And shout out to Duke Carter, shout out to Dexter Lawrence for getting that pick. But that other play where it was a pick route to Lat McCunkey and he just threw the ball up for an interception. The Chargers offense looked terrible throughout the whole entire game. The only guy that was just making plays was Quentin Johnson as well. Lat McCunkey, that's another guy we have to talk about too. Lat McCunkey has not been looking good this season. He's dropping passes. He's not really
selling
getting
my
open.
fantasy, bro.
Lat McCunkey I think teams got film on him, and he is not performing to what you want him to perform to. So Lad McConkey is another guy where I'm just
where are
like,
you getting the L from? Why are you getting a second L? Why are you saying McConkey? There's no second L.
Lad, whatever, Lad McConkey, whatever the nigga name is, you know.
All
But
right.
like I said there said, it is what it is, man. It just, you know, I don't think that he's been playing well. And then, like I said, the Chargers defense. I mean, the fact that you let Jackson Dart get multiple touchdowns to them, I don't think Chargers are serious contenders. I think that they a team that I don't think that they have the quarterback. I think Justin Herbert is another quarterback like Lamar Jackson who have these mental errors in these big games and a game that you're supposed to win as well. I mean, we showed in the postseason that these quarterbacks did not perform at a high level. And when you have quarterbacks that don't perform at a high level in the postseason, your floor is lower. I'm not seeing that with Herbert. And like I said, people are amazed by Justin Herbert because his stats look very good this season. And he's had some very, very good games, especially against the Chiefs, especially against the Raiders, especially against the Broncos for the most part. But like I said, when he's going against an elite level defense, how well can his skill set be able to translate and how well he can be able to survive, especially having a terrible O line. And we have never seen a raise the floor of having terrible O lines and be able to provide the consistency with that elite level production. I'm concerned about the Chargers. Not too much because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't think they're Super Bowl contenders. I think the only contenders to me in the AFC is, the Chiefs with Mahomes because you know how Mahomes is, and then also the Bills. But, LB, I don't know what's going on with the Chargers.
Yeah,
It's a bad game, movie.
What?
Yeah, it's one. Yeah, how you saying they're not contending off of one?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Bro,
going
and then you see, bro, you saying that I'm overreacting, and then you go overreact
Off one game.
What do you mean overreacting? I mean,
you
what is
overreacting
there?
off of one game.
Hold on.
By
Do
the
you
Chargers.
think the Chargers?
damn.
Do you think the Chargers are an elite team?
Yes, I
Yes.
think
Yeah,
they
they're not.
still have a chance
They're
to
not
win the
they're
division.
not an elite team.
Bro, you were
They should
saying
still win
last
the
week how
division.
the Chargers are gonna win the division, how they're
This nigga just be
one of the best
switching
teams
up
in
every week, bro.
football.
No,
Yeah,
I
he-
said.
what-
How
what-
often
what-
do you think
what-
we're gonna
no,
change?
I
hey,
had
This
the
nigga
Chargers.
get a script
Come
and
on.
he got to
I want to let y'all know.
That's why
I had
movie-
the Chargers.
The Chargers.
I had the
You can crap
I had
on
the
Justin
Chargers
Herbert.
miss. I had the Chargers missing the playoffs this year. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about
That's
last
irrelevant. You
week.
said that before.
So
the season.
okay, that's even worse. So before the season, you said they were gonna miss the playoffs. Then after 2 weeks, you said they're one of the best teams in the league. And then now you're back to saying that the Chargers are not legit.
I said they're performing like the best. I said they're performing like the best team in the league.
But
What
my point is that
I got you.
my point is that you're gonna have one of those games where you're not playing to your standard. Every team has those games. Every
Just like the
quarterback is
Baltimore
gonna
Ravens,
have
right?
those games. Just like Joe Burrow, right? Like, what are you talking? We can do that
No,
with
just
every
like the
quarterback.
Baltimore Ravens,
We can
right?
do that with
They
every
got
quarterback.
performance to their standards.
Just like the New
You
Orleans
think the
Saints, right?
Baltimore Ravens is
We can
not.
do that with every team in the league.
Just like
I
the
don't know why you keep
Baltimore
bringing up the
Ravens.
Ravens.
But that's the point. I don't think that the Chargers. First of all, I don't think their defense has shown you that they can still be able to play elite level offense and still be an elite level defense. Name me one elite level offense that the Chargers faced this season, and they showed you that they can beat their
The
defense.
Chiefs.
Still be
They
able to
play
beat
the
it.
Chiefs and they play the Eagles.
You just sat there and said the Chiefs' offense wasn't elite.
When did I say that? I never said that. You're lying now. I never said that.
You just sat there and said that
Bro,
with the Baltimore Ravens.
I never said the Chiefs.
Hold on,
you
hold
did.
on,
Come on,
come on.
you
You
did.
just sat there and said that.
Y'all love to lie.
Hold on. I sat there and said, the Ravens had faced the Lions, and I sat there and said they had faced the Chiefs. And you said, don't do that. The Chiefs are not a good offense. They're not.
Did not say that. I said you.
Yes,
said,
you did.
I said that
That's
you
not what he
said
said.
2 weeks
He
ago
said you
that
said
they
it. He
weren't
said
a
you
good
said it.
offense. I'm
said you-
criticizing you.
put
Not,
off of
I
what
didn't
you
say they
said.
were never a good offense.
I
They
never
are a good
said the
offense.
Chiefs were elite offense. Never
You
said
said that last. You said that 2 weeks ago. You said
no,
they
I
were not a
didn't.
good
I
offense.
never said the Chiefs were an elite offense.
Bro.
Never did I ever said that.
All right.
So the Chargers have never been battle tested
Pull
to
up tape.
face
We got
an
tape.
elite
We
offense.
record all this shit.
Hold
bro.
on. The Chargers have never been battle tested to face an elite
That's
offense
some easy.
and still be able to be consistent, bro. They haven't shown you that you can do that, bro.
Wait,
They
real
haven't.
quick. Can we talk about QJ? Can we talk about Quentin Johnson? Man, this dude turned his career around, man. This dude looks amazing. Like the route running, the speed. He actually can consistently catch the ball. And I was telling people, like, if this dude could just stop.
You were not telling.
So
You were definitely not telling.
Nigga, you want, bro? I just met you. You wanna
last year.
You wanna. What's up, nigga? I just fucking met you, nigga. How you gonna tell me what I,
bro? But
nigga, what I was
I know.
talking about?
That's true.
You know
but
what? I have friends, nigga. I have friends outside this shit. What the fuck you
bro,
talking about, nigga?
There's so many people that was calling Quentin Johnson ass, and I'm not hearing enough.
Okay, and I'm telling you, I was not saying that. You wanna stop, bro? Look, I know you like up and on now because
I guess you're right, but. I guess you're right, but
I'm telling you,
Quentin Johnson.
Look, if you look at Quentin, listen. If you look at Quentin Johnson, if you just look at him as a wide receiver, he has everything. He got the route running, he has the technique, he has the speed, all that contested catching. He has all that. I mean, yeah, contested catching. When he catches the ball, yes. But the thing is, the nigga dropped the ball so much, and now this season he's been playing really good. I think he's better than a lot of these niggas we be talking about. We just got to give him some respect. That's all I'm saying, bro. And stop putting that. Never mind. But give him some respect. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. But moving on, now we got from one disappointing team to the bigger picture. Let's see who's rising and who is falling. We got our winners and losers. Every week tells a story which players, teams, or even fan bases came out on top, who took the biggest L's. We'll spotlight the highs and the lows from week 4 across the NFL. I can just say a whole bunch of whichever team player, anybody.
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Vikings. I'm kind of worried about them. I mean, they got another game this week. It's against the Browns. I could see them losing this game, bro. I mean, and they would be dropping it to a losing record. So I think the pressure's on them this week. It's one of them Europe games again, so they're still away from their home field and their fans and shit, bro. I could very well see the Browns coming in there with Dylan Gabriel starting, which we get to that later, but I think it should be the Sanders. But whatever, it's Gabriel. He's decent, and they could very well beat the Vikings. The Vikings been looking like ass. So,
I think the biggest loser is the Giants. I mean, you got a rookie quarterback in Jackson Dart who's starting for the Giants, and why Jackson Dart has started for them, your best playmaker, your best offensive player, Malik Neighbors, went out and tore his ACL. So the Giants are the biggest loser because to help a rookie quarterback, you got to be able to have playmakers on the roster as well to be able to relieve pressure from them, right? And I just think that not having a guy like Malik Neighbors, who has literally have had a top 10 season so far this season and has been really, really good for the New York Giants as well, and showing you that he can be an elite level wide receiver. It's a big L for the New York Giants. Their defense looks incredible, and that's another thing too. The way that they got to Justin Herbert, the way they pressured their O-line, the way that they made plays, just picking off Herbert twice. The Giants' defense is that elite. Their defense is great. Just watching them, I know the stats don't say that they're number 1 or number 2 in the league, but their defense is great, and it's all started by Abdul Carter. It's all started by Dexter Lawrence and them other guys as well. So the biggest L is the New York Giants to me right there. Jordan.
Sorry, what was the question?
Your
biggest winners, losers.
Yeah.
So we doing both winner. You want me to say the winner and loser?
You can get both.
All right, bet. So I said my biggest winner. One of my favorite prospects of all time. Ashton Genty. We seen him have an amazing game. When we actually seen the O-line actually be able to create holes for him to consistently run through. He played really good. They finally let him go to that stance, that Michael Myers looking at stance when he just standing straight up. We finally seen that, and the niggas start cooking. I see a correlation. I don't know. But he was looking like Reggie these last 3 games, and in this game we seen him play really good. So it's good to see. I think he was really one of the best running back prospects of all time. So it's good to see him playing good. And then for loser, I'd have to give it to the Panthers. I said a dumbass take, and you see, I'm the only nigga up on this panel that will hold themselves accountable. Everyone else just lies and backtracks. Shut up, nigga. Shut up.
Shut up.
And everyone else you shut up. Shut the. Like I was saying, so yeah, I'm the only nigga that's gonna hold themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? I said the Panthers win the NFC South. I take that shit the fuck back. Bryce Young, I fuck you, Bryce Young, because I bet a lot of niggas on you, and you lost me money, bitch. Fuck you. All right, Bryce Young, you are a fucking bust. You should have never been picked as high as you were. You're not good. You're a short bitch. You're not a good NFL quarterback. You're a fucking backup. I would never ever hear talk. I would never nigga a lot, bro. Because I leave bet that they was going to win the NFC South. But listen, Bryce Young is just not. He's not a good quarterback, bro. Like last season, we seen the second half of the season he played really good, bro. Has he had a good game? Like, bro, this new dude is not good. Like, he's not athletic enough to be an NFL quarterback, bro. If any pressure gets around him, he just like panics and just throws a dumbass pass, bro. He's not a good quarterback. You know, I lost upwards 500, 600. That's not even. I'm not even saying the number, but this nigga lost me a lot of money. Bryce Young, if I see you, I'm smacking the fuck out you. Fuck you.
You're not doing shit.
Yeah, I say Bryce. Ellie, if I seen you, I'd snatch them fucking glasses off your face, nigga. It's the fuck over with, nigga.
Hey, go ahead.
Next person.
You're doing shit, bro.
Cruiser, you wanna?
What they were talking about?
Losers, winners.
Winners and losers.
Oh man. Man, the Giants, man.
I already said the Giants. Someone else.
Oh man. With Dolphins.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good pick.
They're still losers, bro. Yeah.
I mean, they won, but they got.
I mean, they won, but they lost their best player.
Yeah.
Why you say they done, Cruiser? Go ahead.
Season already going down to twos, and then Tyreek, he wasn't having no amazing year or nothing, but and Tua been stinking it up all year.
We didn't even talk about that.
But
yo, that's
lose Tyreek. No, he not out there. Tua was struggling with him out there. With him not out there, oh man, at least Tyreek hold them safeties back or some kind of threat. Man, that little pop shot arm, man, they ain't gonna be able to do nothing.
Right. The biggest winner for me, gotta give credit to what credit's due. Drake May. Drake May has been looking outstanding, and I've been trying to tell y'all, bro, that Drake May was going to be the best quarterback in that 2024 draft. It's just Jaden Daniels took off that rookie year unexpectedly, and you know what I'm saying, he looked great. But now Jaden Daniels is injury prone, right? And Drake May is starting to provide the consistency. The fact that this man doesn't even have a great to elite level O-line, the fact that he doesn't even have vertical threats down the field, right, at a very, very high level. And his ball placement, his ability to be able to change play pre-snap and just be able to execute it post-snap, his reads from a post-snap quarterback has been very solid, but his ball placement has been very, very good. Throwing the ball on stride, the back shoulder throws on the left side, especially when DBs have inside leverage, throwing it on the outside has been tremendous. His accuracy has been great. I think he completes damn near 70% of his passes this season. Drake May has been outstanding, and I'm just happy to see that he's going to be on national TV Sunday Night Football against your boy LB, going against Josh Allen.
I ain't worried about that shit, bro. Those winning by 20.
Drake May. He the biggest winner, man. Shout out to Drake May, man.
We did not hear your loser. Do you have a loser?
Mookie, you get when you talk about white quarterbacks, you just get like a smile on your face, bro. Like, I don't know.
Hey, Jordan, chill out, bro.
I'm just saying, like,
you the same nigga that dates Snow Bunny. So what are we talking about here, bro? But go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't stick dick in Snow Bunny pussy. But go ahead, go on.
I mean, it's pretty obvious. My loser is the Ravens. I mean, I already talked about them, but you talk about it again, like, you know, issues on the O line, issues on the coaching, John Harbaugh it's not even just the fans now, it's the media talking about John Harbaugh's spot. So he might be gone soon. They're supposed to be a team that was 3-1, 2-2 at the very least. Now they're sitting at 1-3. They just lost Lamar Jackson. They just lost 10 guys on the defense. Like, it's not a good start for Baltimore. They're my losers. But my winner is Puka Nacua, because he is playing like the best receiver in football. He's playing like the most all-around receiver in football. He has, great hands. He's a good route runner. His catch radius is insane. He's just dropping 150 yards a game. It's looking like he's playing Madden out there. But Puka Nacua he's insane right now. He's the biggest winner in my opinion.
Matthew Stafford too. Matthew Stafford been cooking too. That whole Rams offense looked really good. Also, too,
they really should be undefeated. They gave that Eagles game away. They gave it away. Yeah. That offense gonna stretch you out. Listen, that's one of the best offenses in the league, man. Like Sean McVay is gonna stretch you out, man. I'm sorry. You want to play all game long. He run the ball better. He run the ball more than what people think. He ain't just no one-trick pony. He run the ball at least close to 30 times a game. People just don't notice it.
Right. Right.
I
I
don't
agree.
have
100% agree.
a biggest winner, but I did have a biggest loser. My team, unfortunately, the Tennessee Titans, we went up against the Houston Texans, 26-0.
Mm, dang.
We're just ass. Both, bottom of the barrel in their conference. We
Mm,
had a chance to get a win, but it did not fall through. I think that some firing in the office, I guess, whatever coaching staff needs to happen, because the potential with Cam Ward is obviously there. Even in the conference, his press, there was frustrations with Cam, and of course, he's young, a great playmaker. The potential is there with him, so we got to get
mm.
on board and try to make everything right for him, of course. But yeah,
So
biggest
Maria,
loser.
what
I
do you think
agree.
about Cam Ward coming onto the media and just saying that we asked?
Yeah,
Would you
I
do like
love
that?
it.
You like that? All right.
I like it. Hold the players and the staff
He's
accountable.
not
Like,
lying,
yeah,
I
bro.
like it
exactly. He's
too.
not lying. He's not lying.
Agree.
That's
Another loser.
unprofessional.
I don't think it's unprofessional, but another loser I would sit there and say is
He just said he's ass, not his team, because he played
but
He
like
hasn't
shit.
been playing that. His receivers dropped the ball, and he got no time in the pocket.
he
He
don't
stopped
have good
This
confident.
playmakers.
last game played like shit. I wouldn't, bro. If my quarterback went out and said we are ass after he played that game, bro, I'd press that nigga, bro. Like, you cannot say that when you just play like shit. Just say I'm ass. Don't throw your whole team down. Like, what
Nah,
the
but you
fuck?
gotta,
That's
you gotta,
unprofessional.
you gotta let him. You gotta hold your team accountable.
So,
He
but
said
so
That's
we.
that's
Jordan,
a
Do
what do
good.
you
that. Do
think?
that in the
That's a
locker room. Do
good
that in
thing
the
you're
locker
He
room.
said
saying.
Do that in
we.
the
In
locker
the
room.
locker room.
Do that in
That's
the
a
locker room. No, we're
exactly.
not
We,
clocking that
bro.
shit. No, we're not clocking that.
What you
No,
talking
Oh, we
about,
do
bro?
that.
definitely
Do that in the
clocking that
locker
because
room.
he's
No, we're
right.
not. No, we're not. No.
What I
Yeah,
don't see a
great.
problem with. I don't see a problem with Cam
Bro, do
Ward
that in the
saying
locker room. Don't do
we're
that on the
ass.
media. Don't do that in the media.
Well,
Like,
maybe he
just
tried doing it in the locker room, and that shit didn't work, so he brought it to the public,
nigga,
bro.
how do you know that? You just saying
How do
shit.
you know that? That's what I'm
Well,
saying,
Jordan,
bro.
he's just telling the
I
truth. He's
didn't
trying
say
to
he
be a
didn't.
leader.
What the fuck you
He's
talking
he's
about?
trying to be a leader. He's telling the truth. They're ass.
Yeah.
They're ass. He's gonna
He the
say
You
only
something
want
like
person to
that.
say that. He get that. That's what comes from being a quarterback. He don't want, but he said we. So you got to. He don't want to do that.
Yeah.
no? He
Coaches
just said
do it
about
all the
he don't
time.
want he don't want to take the.
Yeah.
I don't think that coaches do that shit either.
Yeah,
You
they
don't hear
do.
coaches
They
say
do.
that shit.
They
We
do.
play like shit,
I know.
man.
I'm saying they do. I'm saying they do, but you gotta be accountable. Take accountability. Don't try to
But
spread it out when you just play like that shitty ass game, bro. That's unprofessional.
Another
Daniel,
loser. Another
go
loser to
ahead.
me is the Cincinnati
Kicking that nigga.
Bengals. They need to fire Zach Taylor. The Bengals look terrible. A
Bro,
lot of
Jake
people that
Browning's
thought,
ass.
yeah, a lot of
Yeah,
people
Jake
that
Browning
a
is
lot of hold on, bro.
horrible.
A lot of people that thought that the Bengals were going to be a competent team without Joe Burrow and thought that
Come on,
this
people,
team was
man.
going to be successful because they just have T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. Joe Burrow held this franchise together. He held this shit organization, made them competent. You know what I'm saying? Competent. And like I said, Zach Taylor, outside of that first game, outside of that first drive against the Broncos, that team couldn't even march down the field. They had more penalties than first downs. It looks dysfunctional. Jamar Chase and Zach Taylor getting to it on the sideline as well. The Bengals need to go ahead and sign a quarterback. They need to either get Kirk Cousins or need to get Russell Wilson. They have to get a quarterback right now in order to give Burrow enough time to be able to heal so he can come back and y'all can make a late playoff push with your quarterback missing half the season. You're not going to win anything with Jake Browning. I mean, the accuracy was terrible. He couldn't even see the field at all. I mean, his zone coverage, you got Jamar Chase running a drag. You got T. Higgins open on a sit, and guys are just not open. Jamar Chase is getting open consistently, and he's just not hitting it, bro. So, like I sat there and said, I mean, they need to fire Zach Taylor. Zach Taylor would be a DoorDash driver if it wasn't for the best quarterback in the league in Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow
And Jake
held
Browning
this
should be
thing
an
together.
Amazon driver. That dude is fucking trash. Oh my
Oh, one more
god,
loser. One more loser
he's terrible.
is Shador Sanders because Shador
Yeah, he
Sanders
got hoed, bro.
he could be starting this week in M&T Bank against the Texans, but he decided he wants to be
He
the
said
third
he
string
didn't want to be behind
quarterback
Lamar.
with the Cleveland Browns, and now he's going to be the backup to
No, that's nasty. I'm not gonna
he's
lie,
going to
that's
That's
be the
nasty.
nasty,
backup
bro.
to
Yeah, that's
Dylan
nasty
Gabriel.
as fuck, bro.
Hold
Oh,
on.
is he not a loser?
Yeah,
He's a
you
loser.
want it. That's dicked out. Yeah, you
But
dicked
he's
out
a
as fuck
loser.
on
Yeah.
He's
that
a
one, bro.
How
he's a
was he a
loser
loser,
because
He
bro?
gonna
he's
do
a
that.
loser because
Hold
hold
on,
on.
Yeah, bro,
time out.
He
what?
wanted to
Shador Sanders,
play,
hold on.
and now he
Hold on,
wouldn't play if he saw with the Ravens. He's
Bro,
already
he didn't.
lost.
you
Bro,
wanna,
that's
hold on,
nasty.
time out. You wanna, why would he want to be a backup when he has the opportunity to play for the Cleveland Browns to be a starter?
Bro, he is a third.
He is not going to
He's
start
not
over
going to
Lamar
start.
Jackson, bro.
Bro,
Who
he's
has a
not
better
starting
chance
over
to
Dylan
start?
Gabriel.
Hold on. Let me ask you something. Hold on.
When
Hold
Dylan
on.
Gabriel's
Hold on. You wanna.
you
Hold on. Talk about everybody. Everybody just talking about each other. You wanna. Does he has a better chance of starting with the Browns or the Baltimore Ravens?
He. It doesn't matter. He's not starting.
No.
That's
Answer the
my
question.
point.
Does he
Shut
have
that
a
shit
better
up, bro. Shut that
opportunity
shit up,
than
bro.
starting with the Browns or the Ravens?
But look, bro, he would have developed. He would have
Answer the
developed
question.
under. He would have sat behind Lamar.
He would have
He
never
can
left the
develop all
team.
And he
he
would have
wants
been.
to.
wrong
He would have been
quarterback
starting this
behind.
week.
Bro,
That's why he
you
lost.
wanna. He
It's a
can
dick
develop all he want to. He would never start over Lamar Jackson, brother.
Hey, listen, wait. But somebody did say something, though. They said, if you got a chance to go somewhere, we not wishing nobody to get hurt, but stuff happened. He would be starting right now at the Ravens right now.
Yeah,
That's
but
what I
if you
said,
don't-
Cruiser. That's what I
That's
said.
nasty.
He's a
That's
loser.
nasty.
Sorry, Mark.
He's
That's
a legit
nasty.
loser.
Hold on.
That's
Hey,
nasty.
Cruiser. That's nasty. Just because he start for 4 or 5 games, that don't mean that he has the potential to be the permanent starter for the Baltimore Ravens. Shadur Sanders wants to be in a situation where he could be a permanent starter for a whole franchise. And to be able to do that, the Browns was the perfect opportunity to be able
I
to
agree
do
with you.
that.
I think the Browns the best spot for him.
So I don't
think he
sit
gonna
here and
play
say
by
that
the end of
Shadur Sanders. I don't think that Shadur Sanders was the biggest loser. And on top of that, chat, if Dylan Gabriel looks terrible and look bad, the whole
Exactly.
Cleveland Browns fan base are gonna be sitting there saying, "You better play fucking Shadur Sanders, nigga."
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, I do think Shadur Sanders will be a starter.
By when?
But
3 weeks.
by the end of the season, I think he's gonna be a starter. Y'all see how bad Joe Flacco played? They're like, "Oh hell no, oh hell no."
Yeah, he was
Let's go
ass
put
too.
Dylan Gabriel in.
Jesus Christ.
So let's go see how Dylan Gabriel play. And once that nigga start
Did
throwing,
they say he started?
they gonna push it. Yeah, they said Dylan Gabriel started. So
Yeah, they
once
announced
Dylan
it.
Gabriel played bad and he gonna throw them picks, throw 3 of them picks, he gonna be telegraphing them long range left handed freaking
Man, Dylan get that thing
outbreaking
out of
routes
quick.
and shit.
Come on, I
Right?
don't do Dylan like that, dog.
Yeah. They're gonna push Shadur Sanders in.
Dylan's
So,
not good. Dylan's
I
not
hate
good.
watching Dylan.
Dylan's not good. Yeah, I'm hate watching.
You want that whole point you just try to make? That's just nasty. Like I don't.
Bro, he's a loser. I don't care.
little
I don't
bit.
care which way you try to put it. He's a loser.
I think he's
But
salty
anyway,
because
keep
the
going.
Baltimore Ravens not good. And they
Yeah,
gotta-
loser.
Hey, hold on. Who's the Baltimore Ravens?
He's on
starting
the
quarterback?
bench. He's on the bench.
Who's the Baltimore Ravens starting quarterback again?
So is Lamar, nigga.
He's on the bench. That's it.
Oh, hold on.
Maria, we can move on. We can move on.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go ahead and move on.
W press.
Hey, before we move on, let me get my winner.
Also, Maria, Dak is a winner too. I gotta give credit to him.
Yeah.
Also, Sam Darnold is a winner too. Sam Darnold has arguably been a top 5 passer. He's been a top 5 quarterback this year. Every advanced metric has said it. He has led the Seahawks to unbelievable great heights this season. Shout out to Sam Darnold. And we got a Seahawks fan too as well. Let's see. Hey, Julius, you think Sam Darnold? Shout out to Sam Darnold. Shout out to the Seahawks. What you got on that shit, man?
Yo, your camera's like you got
bro. Turn around. There you go, Julius. Yeah, what you got on Sam Darnold, man, and the Seahawks, brother?
Man, he's doing good for us, bro. I think we're a playoff team. I think we're very capable of making it far in the playoffs if we just dominate, you know?
Right. And what you think about y'all defense, Mike McDaniel and these guys, man? What you think about Mike McDaniel's, how the Seahawks defense has been very great? Just what you got on that, brother?
I feel like, you feel me, top 2 defense currently. Been strapping shit. I think our really liability in our defense is Tariq Woolen. He's been setting a lot of games, bro.
Right. It says Seahawks as fuck. Got it. No, but that's the thing too about Geno Smith, and that's why I've been sitting there saying about Geno Smith, bro. Geno Smith has been terrible with the Raiders, bro. He's been fucking garbage with the Raiders, bro. And that's another thing. That's another guy that's a fucking loser. The Raiders are fucking losers. What's your overall thoughts on the Raiders, chat?
We knew there was gonna be ass though.
We knew that. I mean, low key, I had some faith in them, but I should have known better, bro. I should have known better. I don't know. I thought they could bring something.
They got the run game going. You got to give them that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
But okay.
Hey, let me get my biggest winner right quick. Nah, my biggest winner, James Cook. I got to give credit to him. People were telling me
that's rare for you.
What?
That's rare for you.
James,
shut the fuck up. You hate. But I'm gonna set the record straight for all y'all haters right now, bro. I'm a Bills fan. So when you call me a Josh Allen fan, you're talking about Josh Allen fan, but I'm a Bills fan. And our team's success is based on right now. It's based on James Cook, bro. He's a top 5 running back in the league. He's second in yards. He's leading the whole NFL in touchdowns, bro. And y'all was telling me he's not top 5. The only quarterback with the same amount of touchdowns as him is fucking Jalen Tush Push Hurts. And we're about to cook him with the next business, so I'm not going to even talk about that. But we got to give the credit to James Cook where it's due, bro. And he's the reason the Bills are winning these games. We don't need to lean on Josh Allen because James Cook can take care of it.
Josh Allen was mid in that game against the Saints.
You sound dumb, bro. You sound dumb.
He was. He was mid throughout the first 3 quarters.
Why, bro? Elby, when someone criticizes Josh Allen, why they gotta be dumb, bro?
Right.
Like, can we get a disagree with you, nigga?
Hold on. It was covered 2 man.
Nigga.
The one pick that Josh Allen threw was a terrible read. I don't know what he was thinking. It was covered 2.
That was a dumb pick. All right.
No, it was covered 2 man. You see the safety over the top, literally telegraphing it and literally baiting you through that because it was like a go route, right? And it was a cover 2 man. Josh Allen threw that pick as well. Understand?
All right, here's the thing, bro.
And got baited to
a terrible. Break it down for you.
Josh Allen was not.
It was an arm punt. First off.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Yo, bro, he's trolling. He's trolling. LB, y'all know you're not that stupid, bro. He's trolling, bro.
Okay, but
here's the other thing, bro. This week we saw all the best quarterbacks throw a bad pick. We saw Josh Allen throw a pick who hadn't thrown one yet. Daniel Jones, he's not top 5, but we saw him throw his first pick as well. And we saw Justin Herbert throw a pick. So, I mean, eventually quarterbacks are going to throw their picks, bro. We don't – I mean, hold
on. I'm not getting –
keep going, bro.
I mean, Josh Allen going to throw picks. I mean, I think he should have more picks. That's why I bring up the context of turnover-worthy plays.
No, you don't bring that shit when it fits your narrative.
But like I said, Josh Allen was mid. I think Josh Allen fumbled the football.
Oh, Josh Allen – he completed 75% of his passes. He completed 75% of his passes.
I mean, he's throwing hitch routes.
You sound dumb. You didn't watch that shit, bro.
He's throwing straight check. He's throwing check.
I watched the whole game, dumbass. I'm a Bills fan. You sound dumb as a bitch, bro.
Stop getting emotional, nigga.
No, you sound dumb, bro. I can't even lie. And Young Ace in the chat ain't like a bitch,
bro. Shit out your mouth, nigga. Goddamn, bro.
Young Ace probably a fan of the Bears or some shit, bro.
Hold on. We gotta listen to it.
Young Ace 22 said that Allen playing like Jalen Hurts doing
facts, bro.
Facts.
Jalen Hurts looking at a nigga. Facts.
Okay,
I agree.
Okay, but let's
y'all
go ahead
sound
and
stupid as fuck, bro.
Let's go ahead and move on. Now that we've talked about the winners and the losers, let's ask a real question: who are the best teams right now? Okay, are we skipping the Jalen Hurts?
No,
we cooking him.
We cooking
okay,
so
we're going to talk about Jalen Hurts. Okay, the Eagles are 4-0, but the offense still isn't firing on all cylinders. Against Tampa Bay, A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith were held to a combined 4 catches for just 36 yards. Philly keeps winning, but is Jalen Hurts the weak link keeping the Eagles from being an unstoppable force? On offense.
Hold on. The lovely moderator Maria, can you repeat what they was held to on a combined of what?
It was 4 catches for just 36 yards.
That's crazy, bro.
Oh my god, bro. Yo, you Eagles fans, bro. Chat. I'm not gonna lie, bro. You Eagles fans gotta stop it, bro. I understand y'all team is that dominant that y'all can mask the flaws of your very flawed quarterback in Jalen Hurts. But come on, this is an example of just doing the bare minimum to be able to win games. Jalen Hurts in the second half of the game was 0 for 8 completions, 0 yards, 0 touchdowns, right? And the Eagles still beat the Buccaneers. You know why? Because when you have a dominant O-line, a dominant run game, and a dominant defense that can be able to control time of possessions and give the Eagles short yardage situations, LOL, like the tush push as well, right? Bro, that makes your job much easier. Jalen Hurts is not having a great season. And the reason why he's not having a great season because when you look on film and you see that guys are just getting open and these short, flat, in-breaking routes, you got a commentator sitting there and saying, oh, my God, Jalen Hurts start off the game 5 for 5. Nigga, he's throwing to the flats. Any quarterback can throw to the flats and get high-level completions, bro. What are we doing here, bro? So, like I said there, I don't think Jalen Hurts is having a good season. I think he is holding the Eagles back, and the fact that he has 2 top 10 players, Julius, right, and he has Goddard and these other guys, and very great, and Saquon Barkley, and these guys are just not producing within that offense, and Jalen Hurts is not providing the level of impact. My guy is getting concerning. Go ahead, Julius.
All right. Oh, you got it.
That's facts.
What's your thoughts on this, Julius?
I mean, you're completely right. Feel me? I feel like AJ Brown's gonna want to get out of that system if he's not getting the ball. I mean, if I was a wide receiver and I'm not getting the ball, I would be pretty mad too. I feel like we need to open up the throwing game because Saquon's looking ass right now too. They haven't opened up the run game insanely with Saquon yet. Like last season Saquon was amazing for them, but I haven't seen nothing special from Saquon yet at all.
Man, listen, the offense so vanilla. First of all, I've been